Hey guys, I'm Lauren, and for the next 3 days, I'm gonna try to rock 3 viral eyebrow trends. The first one I'm gonna try is Instagram eyebrows. The second one is glitter eyebrows. And the third is this brand new trend that literally just started like last week, and it's feathered eyebrows. Starting this challenge, the one thing I know I'm gonna have to do is start waking up earlier because I am not a morning person. And I usually don't wear like a full face of makeup to work. I think it'll be fun to see how my outfits go with these brows because I'm gonna let these brows sort of lead my life for the next 3 days. So it's day 1 of the eyebrow challenge, and today we're starting with glitter. I think this technique is kind of a fun festival look or a party look. This is what the eyebrow looks like so far. Sort of like a turquoise glitter into a blue. I'm gonna clean it up a little with a Q-tip so it doesn't look quite as crazy. But so far I kind of like it. I put on a little bit of eyeshadow, a little winged liquid liner, and I've tried to clean these up as best as I can. They're not perfect, but I think they look pretty cool. We'll see what the reactions are gonna be. So it's midway through the workday. My eyebrows are holding up pretty well. They're starting to migrate a little. I'm gonna touch them up a little bit. Generally the reaction's been really positive, and I think everyone's sort of surprised by how wearable and sort of subtle they can look, and I didn't even go with a subtle color. I think you could even go with a brown glitter if you had brown hair. Even this blue sort of works. So I'm finally home from the whole day. Glitter eyebrows were a total yes. I kept surprising myself every time I looked in the mirror or caught my reflection in a store window. I was like, oh, who's she? Look at those brows. Oh, me? I'm just removing glitter from every surface in my bathroom. Today, I think is maybe the scariest one of all. I'm gonna do feathered brows, which is just this brand new trend. What started as a joke on Instagram has gone insanely viral. Feather brows are this technique where you brush the top of your hair up, the bottom of your hair down, and then that little bit of skin in between looks like the stem of the feather. Glue it down with a glue stick to keep it there in that really kind of feathery position. So I think it's coming together. It looks totally crazy. This is by far the craziest brow I think I'm gonna do in this experiment. This is my final look. Feathered brows with a little gold in the stem and sort of a sunset tropical eye. You know what? I'm sort of rocking a fucking messy bedhead hair, and I think I'm gonna stick with it because I need anything to distract from these eyebrows. So I'm almost through with the workday. When I texted a photo of these brows to my friend, she said they freaked her out and it looked like I had caterpillars growing out of my face. So the brows actually came off really easy with my regular micellar water makeup remover, and doesn't seem like there's any damage done. I mean, these just look like my regular eyebrows, but be careful. Your little eyebrow hairs don't need too much drama. Hey guys, it's day 3 of my viral eyebrow challenge, and my last trend I'm gonna try is Instagram eyebrows. Instagram brows are those like really perfect, really manicured. You know, I'm gonna use like 6 different products to do this. I'm gonna be using this NARS cream eyebrow gel. Also gonna be using this really angled tiny brush for precision. This is the gel. And of course, as always, I'm gonna be using my little trusty spoolies. This one is probably gonna be the hardest for me if I'm honest. I think this is the one that's the most wearable of the trends, but it still can look really crazy if you do it too bold in person. I started by outlining sort of the bottom of my eyebrow with the brow gel, and now I'm just sort of pulling it up through my brows. Right now it still looks sort of natural, but I think it's gonna get a lot sharper and a lot more defined. I did the same technique on my opposite eyebrow, and I think they're looking pretty good. I mean, they're big, but they're bold. This is my final look. It's very pink, and I think it really goes well with the brows. By the way, this took like 15-20 minutes just for my eyebrows. Just for my eyebrows. Overall, I don't think anyone's really noticed, honestly, because I pretty much have big, dark brows if I fill them in already, but, you know, it's a little more intense, but I think the makeup helps balance it. I certainly don't hate them. So the 3 days are over, my brows have survived, I've survived. I think the biggest takeaway is that you really should and could do whatever you want with your brows. I certainly felt empowered to make bolder choices, especially sort of on an everyday basis. I realize not everyone can wear a glitter brow to the office, but I can, and like I should. Why not have more fun with it and not take it too seriously? Even if people did quietly think, oh my God, what's wrong with that girl's eyebrows? Who cares, right? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We want to hear from you. Please leave comments below to let us know what you think. And to subscribe to Refinery29, click here. And to watch more videos, click here.